And welcome back to 10%. You know, it has been said that growing old is not for sissies. And you know what? It's also not sometimes for dogs. When a dog gets old, sometimes they get passed over for adoption. Well, today's guest, Sherri Franklin, founded a wonderful group called Muttville. Sherri, tell us all about it, and tell us about a very special guest that almost came over
I know,
when
right?
the cameras went on. Boy, you're a star.
Come over to give you a kiss.
Yeah.
Well, Muttville is a senior dog rescue, and we rescue dogs that are over 7 years old. Most of them are in shelters. A lot of them come in because somebody's passed away or gone into a nursing home or has moved and can no longer keep their dog. And the reason I started Muttville 6 years ago was watching as many older dogs got passed up for adoption at the local shelter I volunteered for, and many of them would end up getting euthanized and spending their last days at an animal shelter, which I just, brought me to tears.
Yeah, well, you know, I know also, having done stories about human adoption, that when a couple wants to adopt a baby, 9 times out of 10, they want to adopt, quote unquote, a baby.
Yeah.
Adopting an older child is also difficult, but not as popular. So it sounds like it's the same for dogs.
Well, yeah, it can be, and it's heartbreaking. I mean, for children too, it's heartbreaking. But we've rescued over 1,600 senior dogs since we started, and we found them all homes.
Wow.
So we've created a market. And
So you guarantee that you're going to find your dog, once you take him in, they're going to find a home.
Right. Well, they do. Yeah, they do. Some of them take quite a while, but they're all in foster homes before they, get adopted. So it's not like they're, waiting in a kennel for months and months on end to find a home. They're in a home-like environment until they get adopted.
Now, Maxwell is wearing a cute little Adopt Me thing here, so that means he's available, right?
Maxwell is available.
Right. And so if I decided I want to, my husband Alfred is watching, honey, put the dog down. If I wanted to adopt Maxwell tonight,
yes.
What do I do?
Maxwell is up for adoption, of course, and we have a wonderful website at muttville.org. And all you got to do is fill out our application, and we really try and match make. So if Maxwell isn't the right one, then we might suggest others.
Right, so you want to make sure that there's a match. You don't want to.
Absolutely.
So you have to make sure that the people that are adopting Maxwell are going to be worthy of his love.
And make sure it's a good match, because maybe they're worthy of a dog's love, but maybe Maxwell isn't the right one. Maybe, one of our other, we have 70 dogs available for adoption at any given time. I mean, we have everything from German Shepherds and Cocker Spaniels and Chihuahuas and whatever he is. He's a true mutt.
Yeah, he's a true mutt. There's a lot of everything going on there.
Yeah, there is.
So now, besides being a senior dog, or I guess you should really say a dog of a certain age.
Oh, there you go. I like
Besides being a dog of a certain age, the pairings you do are also with people of a certain age, correct? So what's that link between old dogs and old guys and gals?
Well, part of Muttville, we do adoptions to families and all sorts of people, but one of our really great programs is our Seniors for Seniors program. And what that is we've really found that a senior dog or an older dog or a dog of a certain age is a great match for a person of a certain age. So we have a Seniors for Seniors program. People over 62, we waive adoption fees for them. We set them up with a welcome home kit, and we help to provide support for their dogs, because we really feel that it can change a human's life as well as the dog's life to have the connection.
You know, when I first moved to town in the 80s, there was a wonderful group called PAWS, Pets Are Wonderful Support, and it was specifically about pairing all sorts of pets, but it tended to be dogs with people living with HIV, AIDS.
And we work with them.
And that's what I was going to say, what's the connection?
Well, PAWS, what they do is they work with people, and they've actually expanded now and work with seniors and some disabled folks as well. And what they do is provide service and support for people so that people can keep dogs in their homes. So we work with them a lot of ways. Actually, a lot of times we end up helping them rehome dogs from people that have passed away. So a PAWS dog will end up becoming a Muttville dog, and we work to find them new homes. We also love to get our seniors signed up with the PAWS program, so we scratch their back, they scratch ours, and
Pardon the pun.
We work well together.
Now, there is also, I understand, a specific LGBT program for Muttville.
Well, actually, we have something that's called Cuddle Club, and that is actually for seniors, not just LGBT. Need more coffee this morning.
Yeah.
We actually invite senior groups to come and have a senior outing to Muttville where they get to cuddle with all of our dogs and take them for walks and just hang out. And it's been so much fun, especially because our first group was the LGBT group in San Francisco, and the seniors came, and we had a blast.
Yeah,
of course, some of these old guys are so funny.
Now, you have been a dog person all your life?
Well, I've loved dogs and animals my whole life. Yeah.
So how did you come to this?
Volunteering. Sometimes you can volunteer and you realize your passion. And volunteering at animal shelters, I always loved animals, and then I realized, how much I love dogs. And like I said, while seeing some of these older dogs that just had so much life left and would stand there just waiting at the kennel door, waiting for somebody to come to help them, and nobody was coming for them. It touched me in a way that I knew I could try and make a change for them.
What is the thing that's most misunderstood about taking care of an older dog?
That they can't be trained, or that they can't love.
So that old adage, you can't teach an old dog new tricks, it's not true.
It's not true. Not true at all. Or that the dog that's at the animal shelter is there because the dog had a problem. And we have found that most of these dogs have not, look at this. He's an angel.
Yeah, it's pretty cute.
He's pretty cute, and he's house trained. And that's 2 pluses right there.
Right. Are there a lot of dogs that come to Muttville out of abuse situations, and how do you deal with that? How do you make a dog feel safe again? Because I imagine that would be hard. If you've got a dog that obviously has been in an abusive situation, it's going to be hard to match them with someone because you've got to build trust all over again.
Right, exactly. But it's amazing the people that come out of the woodwork to really foster and adopt dogs from Muttville. Some people want a perfect dog, and we have that. And we also have foster homes that only work with dogs that are in a hospice situation. And we have foster families that want a little bit of a challenge because they feel very rewarded.
Go back to something you just said, dogs in a hospice situation. What do you mean by that?
Sometimes we get a dog, and once they come to us, we fully vet all of our dogs, and we find that they have a form of cancer. It's not treatable, but the dog still has quality of life, and we give them end-of-life care. We do believe in euthanasia when the quality of life is gone, but if they have quality of life, and we can't really adopt them out, we call it hospice, and we have hospice homes that will keep a dog for a month or 2, or sometimes it turns into a year of hospice care, where the dog really gets to enjoy life anyway.
So it really is cradle to kennel care.
Exactly.
Well, thank you, Max, for being on the show. Gosh, you're cute.
Go ahead.
It's adorable. And I'm David Perry. Thank you so much for being with us and watching us on 10%. And Sherri, thank you for being on the show. And also, Maxwell, you're pretty darn cute. Adopt him.
Yeah,
we'll see you next week
him.
on 10%.